Wow, this thing is not in great shape. It's almost ready to fall out, and the spring is not springing up at all. I talked to one of my elder mentors in the hobby, and I got chewed out. I should have been checking this regularly, and especially with all the junk inside there, I would have been able to clean that out. Hopefully I would have noticed this thing was not sticking out very well. It's amazing that it was even running. And so checking the timer should happen before any trips and fairly regularly. I'm dealing with a problem where the engine's running fairly rough, especially when I go at higher RPM. I took out all the spark plugs, checked them. They were sooted from carbon, but the contacts look good, and I believe it's just I'm probably running rich, especially here in the winter. So not super concerned with that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on this timer. I'm going to take the timer off and check it. If you're hearing a bird chirping in the background, I'm right under a tree, and this guy is just chirping away. To take off the timer, using a 5/8 inch wrench, I loosen this nut here, and then there's this lever arm. You don't have to take it off all the way, just have to get it out of the way. I also removed the cotter pin off of this linkage here. So that's loose. I pried up this, so now I can pull off my timer. The timer I use is a new day. You can read that. It says new day. And let's see what it looks like. Oh man, that does not look good. Looks like a lot of junk in there. I want to clean that up. The contact is over here. Move this rod out of the way. And the contact, it looks like it's fairly worn. I think that might be my problem. So I'm going to have to go and look in my inventory and see what I can do. I do have a spare. These new day timers are especially popular among the people in the Montana 500 because they're running at high speeds. They'll average over 50 miles an hour and do a 500-mile tour. So they work well, and this one actually, you'll see that I broke it when I removed the engine. I did something and I broke it, or maybe when I was putting it back in, and so I epoxied. I drilled a hole and epoxied it. It worked fine, but I was like, man, I better get a spare. So that's what I'm gonna deal with, putting that on. I removed the assembly off of the camshaft. Using a 3/4 wrench, I took off this nut, followed by this retainer, followed by this pin. So the pin sits right in here. What I did was I intentionally cranked the crank around until this was up, just so this little pin wouldn't get lost. Wow, this thing is not in great shape. It's almost ready to fall out, and the spring is not springing up at all. I talked to one of my elder mentors in the hobby, and I got chewed out. I should have been checking this regularly, and especially with all the junk inside there, I would have been able to clean that out. Hopefully I would have noticed this thing was not sticking out very well. It's amazing that it was even running. And so checking the timer should happen before any trips and fairly regularly. This shows how much this should be springing up, quite a bit more. This one's going all the way to the top like it should. But both of these are modern replacements for the brushes on these. I don't know if they were both made by the same company or not. There's a slight difference in how there's a hole there, and then this one has that piece in there. This is a modern cap, which I'm told is a lot less desirable. See the letter S there, and it's made out of some sort of plastic, and evidently it can deform, and it's just not as desirable. This is a Bakelite original. You'll see in the copper there's those protrusions, which my understanding is the reproductions don't have that. And it's Bakelite, which is a kind of orangish red color. And then this is a original brush here. This it appears to be copper, but if you look, it's actually copper plated. This one, this is what I'm going to go ahead and put back in there. The pin goes in to the camshaft. This cover goes on there, which will hold the pin so it won't fall out. And then of course the nut is screwed on there. Here it is installed. I cleaned this up, it looks a lot better, but you can see where the Bakelite is burned up on the edge there. I intend to change this cap out, but this should work fine. I will change it out because what I discovered is all the oil is getting inside here due to not having the correct seal there, and so when I get that seal ordered, I can change the cap out. But for now, I just want to try to make sure this brush works. Time for a test run. It's installed.
It's running the best it's ran in a long time. Looking forward to taking it out for the next drive.